When we started writing our thoughts down on paper, it opened up endless possibilities. Ideas could grow beyond the borders of the mind, and it changed the world. Somewhere along the way, we lost touch with paper, distracted by devices made for every purpose except for thinking and focus. On edge, waiting for the next notification. But what if new technology didn't pull us away from paper, but brought us closer to it? Listen. That's not paper. It's the sound of the new Remarkable Paper Pro, rewriting the future. A paper tablet with a true color ink display, gentle reading light, and unheard of tactility. With digital features for taking notes, thinking, and organizing, without any distractions. Paper is about to change the world again. Get your paper tablet at remarkable.com today.
Okay, so welcome back, everyone, for another deep dive. And this one is going to be a little different.
A little different?
Yeah, well, a lot different, actually.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
So you know how we usually pick a topic and really go deep on it?
Right.
Well, this time, we're kind of flipping the script.
How so?
Well, remember a little while back, we asked you, the listeners, to send in anything unusual you found online.
Right, kind of like a digital scavenger hunt.
Exactly. And you guys, wow, you delivered.
I bet you got some weird stuff.
Oh, we did, but one submission really caught our eye.
Okay, I'm on the edge of my seat.
So one listener sent in this collection of, well, I guess you could call them information snippets.
Snippets? Like what?
It was a wild mix, like search terms, headlines, trending topics, you name it.
Okay, and what tied it all together?
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Yeah.
So all of these snippets were somehow related to Vegas.
Yeah, it seems like everything was pointing to some kind of event or incident that went down there.
And that's why I'm here, right?
Yeah.
To make sense of it all.
You got it. It's like we have all these pieces of a puzzle, but no picture on the box to guide us.
You know me, I love a good puzzle. So where do we start with these snippets?
Let's just dive right in. I mean, some of these phrases are pretty attention-grabbing, to say the least.
All right, hit me with them.
Okay, how about Cybertruck explosion?
Whoa, okay, right off the bat. That's intense.
Oh, there's more. Trump Tower, Las Vegas hostage situation. I mean, it's giving some serious action thriller vibes.
Yeah, I can see that. Lots of potential for a crazy story.
And that's just scratching the surface. But what really stood out to me were these names that kept popping up over and over.
Oh, yeah. What names?
Matthew Livelsberger and Sarah Livelsberger. They appeared in different snippets, different sources.
Matthew Livelsberger and Sarah Livelsberger. Okay, so we might be looking at some key players here.
Right. Like, are they victims, witnesses, or are they somehow involved in whatever went down?
Good questions. It's way too early to tell, but definitely something to keep an eye on.
Okay, and then there's the locations.
Right. You mentioned Las Vegas, but it didn't sound like that was the only place.
Nope, definitely not. We've got mentions of Fort Bragg and New Orleans, too.
Fort Bragg, like the military base.
The one and only.
Interesting. So now we're potentially talking about multiple locations, maybe even some kind of multi-state situation.
Yeah, or these separate incidents that are somehow connected. Like, what's the link between Vegas, Fort Bragg, and New Orleans?
And to make things even more intriguing, there's the mention of Green Beret.
Okay, so potentially a military angle here.
Could be. And there's another term that caught my eye, Turo rentals.
Turo, like the car rental app.
Exactly. So now I'm thinking, could we be looking at a rogue soldier, using a rental car, or maybe even a planned operation involving military personnel?
Wow, those are some pretty big possibilities.
Yeah, and we have to consider all of them. It's way too early to jump to conclusions, but it's definitely adding another layer to this whole thing.
And let's not forget about the variety of news sources in the mix.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, we've got CBS, Fox News, even Newsmax in here.
Which, as you can imagine, could lead to some very different takes on the same event.
Exactly. It makes you wonder how each outlet might be framing this story, right?
Absolutely. I mean, are they focusing on different aspects, pushing specific narratives? It's always important to consider the source and be aware of potential biases.
Right. It's a reminder that there are always multiple sides to every story. Okay, so we've got a lot of intriguing pieces floating around here, but how do we start putting them together?
Well, we have explosion, fire, hostage situation.
Yeah, those seem like pretty major events.
Right. So maybe establishing a timeline is a good place to start.
Yeah, that makes sense. Figure out what happened when, And maybe that'll shed some light on the bigger picture.
Exactly. And as we do that, let's not forget about another recurring theme in these snippets, Tesla and Cybertruck.
Oh, right. The Cybertruck keeps coming up.
Yeah, and I'm wondering, could this be more than just a random detail? Was the Cybertruck somehow involved in the explosion? Was it the target? Or just a coincidence?
So many questions, so few answers. I feel like with every snippet we unpack, we just end up with more questions.
That's the nature of the game sometimes. But it also makes it exciting, right? It's like we're peeling back layers of an onion, and who knows what we'll find at the center.
Okay, so as we're going through all of this, I'm realizing there's a big piece missing here.
Oh, what's that?
Motive. Like, why? What could have possibly driven these events?
You're right, that's the million-dollar question. Was it personal, political, financial, ideological? Figuring out the why could be the key to understanding everything else.
Exactly. It's like without that piece, the puzzle feels incomplete.
Agreed. It's like a story without an ending. We have the characters, the setting, the plot twists, but we need that final resolution to make sense of it all.
Okay, so let's try to sum up what we know, or at least what we think we know so far. We have the potential for a major incident in Las Vegas.
Potentially involving a Cybertruck, and possibly connected to these individuals named Livelsberger.
And there are hints at a larger story, maybe even something with military ties.
But what does it all mean? That's the question that keeps coming back to me. And, given the combination of elements we're dealing with here.
Like the technology, the potential military angle, the high-profile location like Trump Tower.
Exactly. It makes me wonder, what deeper anxieties or societal fears could this event be tapping into?
Whoa, that's interesting. Like, what kind of anxieties are you thinking of?
Well, does it reflect our concerns about artificial intelligence? The unchecked power of tech companies? Maybe our unease with government surveillance?
Or even just the growing distrust in institutions in general.
Right. It's almost as if this event, regardless of its specifics, is holding up a mirror to our collective anxieties.
That's a really thought-provoking point. And, that's what makes this deep dive so fascinating. We've laid out the pieces, but the picture they paint is still a bit blurry.
Yeah, and that's where you, our listeners, come in. We've given you the starting point, but the exploration doesn't end here.
Exactly. Go check out those news sources, dive deeper into those keywords, and see what you can uncover.
Who knows? You might be the one to crack this whole thing wide open.
And if you do, be sure to let us know. Until next time.
Happy digging.
Today is your lucky day. Today is the day that our $3 website works for you, paying you directly to your PayPal daily. Imagine $3 ongoing continuous payments to your PayPal account. Imagine falling asleep and waking up to $300 in your PayPal account. How would this make you feel? How could this help you? What bills could you pay? What kind of fun could you have? What does that retirement look like now? All for a one-time payment of $3. This website is DFY done for you, fully built and completely hosted, and never stops collecting payments for you. You have spent $3 on coffee on a regular, but that coffee won't help you create multiple streams of income. Click the link below.